This is Matthew from the Five Steps organization. Just want to give you an update. This is the daily update. It's 12 September 2021. It's about 20 minutes before 6 p.m. here in Thailand. I'll be heading off in 11 days to Uganda and going to a city called Ziru, Uganda. And these young kids behind me and the teachers are from there. So I'm going to be meeting some of these folks in less than 2 weeks. Um, that's right, 11 more days. I'm just checking my notes here. Uh, we're working on a very special project, and one of the interesting things about this special project is that we're hoping to avoid some of the greatest pitfalls and some of the greatest pitfalls in humanity right now. We're talking about humanity for the entire planet. There's an incredible waste. Now, there's an incredible need. People know that, and a lot of people are helping out. But one of the wastes is that most people don't help out. And when a lot of people, like you talk about America being a giving country, America does give a lot, but a lot of that is religious giving by people that are in a religion and they're giving to their church, and the church is not spending that money outside of the church. And what you'll see in some of the churches, people are spending 10, 25, $50 a month, uh, sending it to one kid, and it helps the kid get shoes or school books and things like that. But sometimes this can be an incredible waste. Like I mentioned, so many people, they're not giving at all. They're not doing anything because they don't know how to do it. Maybe they want to. They feel compassion for people that don't have the privilege they do, but they don't know who to give it to and how much to give and what's really the situation. We're solving that problem by doing daily updates. We're going to do at least once I arrive in Uganda, we'll do updates at least every Wednesday and Sunday. And for our Patreon page, we'll also do a behind the scenes special update for people who join that for $20 a month. The other updates are free for anyone. You can get them on the website fivesteps.org. People don't know what's going on, so they don't know if they're wasting their money. And suddenly we're worried, hey, I don't have that much money for myself. How am I going to give it away to some kind of a black box, right? They talk about a black box where you don't really know how the money is going to be spent. A second huge way that the resources are being wasted is the children themselves. You grow up in poverty, you grow up without an education or a very minimal education, and then you end up doing work like the video from yesterday, people sitting and breaking rocks. This is something that I don't think, I can't imagine anybody really enjoying that. And I can't imagine anybody really getting ahead and being empowered by that, being able to pursue their dreams. Okay, so there's three ways that world resources are being wasted. Let's recap. So the first one we talked about is very few people are actually giving because they don't know what to give. Number two, people give, but a lot of times that money is wasted. A lot of times that money is not, or whatever resources they are giving, food. For example, Haiti, it can just sit in warehouses and rot. Resources like bags of flour, bags of cornmeal, bags of rice. Sometimes they just sit in warehouses and rot. For some reason, the government's not distributing or whatever, some kind of technicality. Sometimes it's corruption, sometimes it's just logistics. And then the third way that there's incredible waste going on in the system of in the charitable organizations. The third way is the kids themselves. I mean, we have 15,000 children dying a day. You know that well if you're watching our videos. 15,000. How many of those lives could grow up to be scientists or the best dancers or the best artists or the best engineers, doctors? How many of these people? So these are lives that are completely wasted because they don't have the basics. They don't have food, clothing, shelter. They don't have a stable life. They don't have a place for nurturing. Well, that's what we're creating. We're creating a community center that provides all these things. It's like a loving family, a functional loving family, where you know you're going to get food, where you know you're going to get clean water, where you know you can help out, where you know you're going to be accountable and you learn good habits about sharing and about earning, about contributing to others, and about working in cooperation with other people. That's what this is about. And the community center is a stable place. So that's what we're building. I've never heard of it. I don't know anybody who's ever heard of this kind of a situation. But what it does is when, and a lot of these children that you can see in this behind me in this still shot are orphans. They have no parents, or maybe they have parents, but the parents are not able to offer some nurturing, some support, some empowerment to help these people actualize. This to me is just an incredible waste. I've been exposed to poverty in Philippines, south side of Chicago, Malaysia, Thailand, and it's amazing how if people don't have something to do, they don't have some community center to go to, they sit around, they do nothing, they get addicted to just playing on their mobile phone, or they sit around and chat with friends, and they don't find meaning in their lives because there's no opportunity, there's no place to go to get an education, to tell someone, look, I always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I think I can be a good guitar player. That's my dream. Well, the community center provides things like that, provides opportunities like that. Okay, so our fundraising plans right now we're looking to fund phase zero. Now, all of the phases, there's 7 phases, all of the phases together for the full year amounts to about $104,000 US dollars. The first phase, phase zero, is helping us establish things to get things set up, and that's $10,000. So we're looking for 10 people to donate $1,000, one person to donate 10,000, whatever. And so I've been I just started sending out messages to people that look like they're compassionate celebrities, that this kind of money may be a lot to you and I, but maybe it's not that much to them. And maybe they, this idea about this community center resonates with them. So that's our current objective. That's our current plan to raise money, and our backs are against the wall, really, because we need to raise this $10,000 within the next 11 days. If we don't, I'm not sure what we're going to do. So we're contacting people to do that. How to contact us? Watch the end of this video. You'll see the website. You'll see my email, and you'll be able to contact us if you have any questions, you wonder what's going on. If you know somebody who might be interested in contributing, if you have a friend, you can tell them about the project. What's an amazing thing is, there are personalities on YouTube that have so many visits. There's so many people, they want to see stupid cat tricks or whatever they want to see, and they find that interesting and fascinating. There are people that review video games, and they get, so many subscribers to their website. But when it comes to the children that are dying, sometimes there's not much interest at all. Well, that's how the world is upside down. We've got our priorities upside down, and that's why we have 15,000 children dying a day. All of us are compassionate, but we don't have the vehicle. We don't have the strategy. We don't have the structure. We don't have the framework that is a way that we can say, look, I got $5 a month. Almost anybody who's working, they have an extra 5. Some people have an extra 50. Some people have an extra 200 or even 1,000 every month. And we're not looking for that kind of money, and we're not looking for that many people. But most people, they have a little bit extra resources. And it's really funny, they haven't found a way to be productive with that, to help people out, an organization where the money doesn't go into a bottomless well, that it doesn't go into a black box, so we don't know where did the money go. Well, we're 100% accountable for that. So that's another one of the things that makes it different. We're not one of these huge organizations that you don't know where your money's going, and people are getting paid $100,000 a year. Some are even getting paid $1 million a year to be the CEO of these charitable organizations. To me, that's not a charitable organization. We that are running this project either get no money, or we get very little money just to get by, so that the organization can be stable. So we have working computers, we have working internet, we can feed ourselves modestly, and we have a modest home, a roof over our heads. That's all. Because the main thing is for what? It's for these kids. That's the main thing we're doing. That's the main objective. We'll never be rich. I'll never be rich. I don't want to be rich. I've been around that big money before and it doesn't do anything for me. But what really means something to me is helping these kids have opportunities. To me, that seems like a worthwhile goal. To me, that seems like a good way to spend my life. I can't think of a more important thing to do. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. So look at the end of this video. You'll get some information for how to contact us, how to get more details, and you can always contact me if you have more questions. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you tomorrow with another update. Have a wonderful day.